for you. It seems it's only bingo and will only be bingo for the rest of your life. How does it feel, Defline?
Unfortunate. I'm stuck to this game. I'm stuck to this game that I have a love-hate relationship with. Bingo's okay though.
Yeah, like bingo is like the just the nice gestures that like the game gives to you, but anything else, it's just abuse. But yeah. Anyway.
Speaking of bingo, hey, we have a bingo match. Pinkish versus Derpspace.
Yeah.
Part 2.
Yep, they played yesterday in an invasion game?
I think it was Invasion, yeah.
Yeah. And it was kind of an interesting game. I didn't comment on this in generally, but I think it was kind of a just a weaker game from Pinkish, and especially in the latter half, she has shown to be pretty like a pretty strong contender, and then yesterday I don't know, I didn't like her game plan. It was just not really strong, and I think it's just like kind of an off game possibly. But that being said, I think Derp played very fine, and if Pinkish is playing better than yesterday, then for sure this will be a much more interesting of a game to see.
Derp currently 1-0 on the set. Now Derp has decided to play lockout against Pinkish. So first 13 wins.
Yeah, the very difficult rule set, and that
so
being
players
said,
can't count to 13.
Yeah.
So.
Regarding the card, in lockout it's kind of interesting. Lockout is, in my opinion, pretty difficult just to start with, because because there are like so many options. There are like so many different starts that you can go for, and sometimes you just see a good start or a good level, and then you think, yeah, okay, I can't win everything there. How do I, like, what do I choose? And can I win that? And what can I win afterwards? Because there are things, for instance, in Bianco that are not equal. A Turbo Nozzle and a Bianco Hayden are not the same. Since one of them is a shine, the other is literally zero progress. And you have like so many more factors in the game, and it's just not easy to have a very strong game plan at the beginning unless the game plan is very clear and easy.
This card's okay, I think.
Also, the fact that
Gelato seems to be okay because there's hiddens, 5 and 6 hiddens. You have 4 shines from Gelato, 100 from Gelato, 15 blues from Gelato.
Oh, okay. I had Papa's Bingo String Plus extension on with ordered goals, and I looked at both cards, and like one of them was ordered in the categories, the other wasn't, and I was really confused. But now we're fine.
What else is on this card? 17 M graffitis. Not too bad. What are your... So Gelato blues, Bianca blues, and Pinna blues are your specific blues. You have 45 and 70 totals. Also 18 from Serena. Don't forget that. Modest Tomato might be crying if I don't mention that one. So
yeah, it's not necessarily a blue goal. It's just a Serena goal. That's a clear difference in my opinion.
Other than that, this card's kind of I guess.
This card looks like a really low progression.
It's not bad. I think this card is definitely better than some cards I've seen for lockout.
Yeah, but like you look at this card, like 3 bosses is you can just do the first episodes of like 3 levels or 3 specific levels and get 3 bosses. like 20 in Bianco, you have to go kind of deep. 1 turbo nozzle. For Bianco, you also have to go kind of deep, but like everything else doesn't even seem that like committal. Like we have 16 pinner, 15 gelato as you mentioned, 17 M's, like 2 from 7 as well. Later on, you hundreds in Bianco and gelato. There are like and like other goals like 20 lives, 150 or 50 from 2. Especially with the hundreds having nice synergy. Hundreds in pillar, and then we have like 4, 5, or 4 and 6 hidden. I thought we have. Oh, we have
4. I didn't even do 4. So 4, yeah, 5, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
1 hidden
4,
in Serena.
5, and 6 hidden, which is interesting because like on this card I don't even know if like the hiddens are that good, even though there are 3 golds plus Serena hidden plus gold birds plus 4 from gelato. Maybe they're good enough.
They're
but
okay. Also, I mean, 20 lives and 1 hidden Serena is nice. So
yeah, that can definitely be the case, especially also lives with hundreds on the
the
card.
outliers on this card though are definitely 15 shines from Delfino and then Pinna 5 from the back cover list. Those feel kind of gross. I mean, there's value in going through that far for Pinna, but
I mean, you will probably get 2 Delfino shines anyway for like 2 from 7 if you think about it. There's Lily Pad, no fruit clipping. There is, if you really want to get Delfino shines, like 150 in lives that you can combine it with, but I don't think it's that strong. But most importantly, there are 70 totals and just a lot of blue coin golds in general.
There's quite a bit of blue coin goals on this card.
So you just have a lot of things to trade. And honestly, on this card, I do not know for certain what they both players would opt to go for. 17 M's, 20 in Bianco, 3 bosses. Like we can see a trade-off with like 20 in Bianco plus a turbo nozzle unlock compared to like a 17 M's with 3 bosses play.
Yeah.
Or just I guess
also would be surprised to see someone commit to gelato.
Depends on how early. I think they wouldn't rush gelato.
Yeah, they won't rush it, but I think whenever someone gets to there eventually, you know, as the match progresses, it might be interesting to see if they just straight up commit to it for the 4 shines from gelato and, you know, do the hidden secret and then gelato 200s. Right? That's quite not bad. Especially if you pick up 50 from somewhere else, like, I don't know, Rico or something, or even Bianco, depending on how much you do in Bianco. So it'd be interesting to see. Both players setting up for Jail Blue here.
Yep.
Derp missed the last hit, I believe. Pinkish bonking, Derp going into the water.
Yeah, tough start for both of them. Definitely not how you want to start off the match, but that's definitely not important in the long run. I say this now, but like watch like 20 minutes in, both players having 44 blue coins, like them going for the last one and barely sniping each other.
Yeah, I think blues are definitely more important here than hiddens, but I can see both players might be, you know, enticed by the hiddens because of gelato, and then, you know, 4 from gelato being on the card.
Yeah, but like the issue is you get 2 hiddens pretty early, but like where are you supposed to get like the other 2? I guess you can get one in Bianco.
Rico, and then Serena. I don't know where Noki, I guess, for your last one.
Yeah, but, like I can see 4 hiddens being done in Noki, like not in Noki as in finished in Noki. I should clarify.
Both players opting to go Bianco.
Yeah, that's not too surprising. But it still can be both plays. It can also just be like 20 in Bianco, 100s in Bianco, like that combination. 17 M's 3 bosses, 17 M's 20 in Bianco even maybe. There are a lot of things that Bianco just sets up for, and apparently Bianco is weak, so that's that.
Problem though is you either need to get the slow ones in Rico and then get the one in Gelato, or you need to go into Pianta for 17. Or Pinna, for that matter, but...
Yeah, I do not think that Pinna is...
Gosh, Pinkish, that was really close to clipping out.
Mhm.
That was like pixels away from being clipped out of the windmill. Both players getting and joining in the PD boss battle.
Yeah. I don't know. There's now not that much to talk about. Just both of them doing... I guess both of them got only one M, so they plan on staying in Bianco. And that's actually perfectly fine. But both of them just basically start something, which I assume is 20 in Bianco. The only interesting part, as mentioned, is that you can have either of them deviate to either combining 20 with Bianco with a Turbo Nozzle, with Bianco hidden, or hundreds in Bianco.
Yeah, a few options here.
I feel like hundreds in Bianco will just lose you 20 in Bianco though, because
yes,
if you do hundreds in Bianco with 20, you combine doing both, and combining will just lose you 20.
I think technically the best option would be to do the hidden, but I think Turbo is of equivalent value at this point.
Yeah, I think probably doing the hidden will be the best play long term, but it's kind of awkward just because like you don't get immediate value until you don't get any value really out of it.
Yeah.
Until like 20, 30, maybe even 30 minutes later, as opposed to the Turbo Nozzle, which is an immediate goal.
Derp, moving on towards Bianca 3, and then Pinkish with the second try, center whenever. Pinkish opting for the 3 boss rush here, which is a fine play, and will end in Rico. Can pick up a whole bunch of M's and blues along the way.
Yeah, but considering she didn't get the 3 village M's in Bianca 2, it's not like a 3 bosses plus 17 M's, but 3 bosses still works towards 2 from 7. It makes the most progress for hiddens early. For like a
Serena. Get your foot into Serena. I think a light commitment to 3 bosses while picking up blues is fine, or vice versa. But I definitely would pick up blues just because this card is a little bit more slated towards blues than otherwise.
Yeah, as I mentioned, I think for the 5th time in like 2 minutes, picking up M's with raw bosses is definitely M's is the minimum I think you would want with the 3 bosses play.
Derp now in Bianca 4 are going to start his Bianca 20, starting with that Beyblade off the little slope over there into the balcony.
Yeah, I think they entered they entered Bianca with 0 blue coins in Delfino, so if they get 20, they can click 20.
Correct. Pinkish going to be taking a little bit of a detour to grab the Ocean Blue on her adventure through Serena, just to set up for Serena 18 later on, if it becomes a deal.
Yeah, unless like 9 in Serena is on the card, I think this blue is kind of wacky, but since if you don't think that you raise 3 bosses, I think that's fine.
Yeah, it's not necessary for Serena 18, but I think it's still fine to pick up because ultimately it also brings the mantas towards the beach, which makes them a little bit easier to group up and spray. But if there's a full-on 3 boss rush, I would not opt to pick up that blue. Meanwhile, Derp continuing the Bianca 20.
Yeah, not the most exciting play, just a regular Bianca 20, except that the route is a bit different. I think it's Shell Marius route.
Yeah, where you don't get that like windmill blue at the beginning as like your first coin. You get that like towards the end of the village coins instead.
I think there's even a newer 20 in Bianca route, which gets or like at least an idea, where you get the windmill in Bianca 2 plus CM. And then you do basically the 20 in Bianca route, except you skip that windmill in episode 4 because you already got it.
Pink finishing up her Manta now. Could probably be moving on to Rico, as expected for her 3 boss play.
Yeah, if rushing 3 bosses or like doing Manta and then not doing Rico 1 would be pretty hard, because just I think Rico can provide more just with the nature of blue coins being accessible there.
It's not going to quite work for Derp there, but a good attempt nonetheless to get up on top of the windmill. Pinkish picking up her second M.
Also,
Nice
something to note, Derp also has 4 M's.
Yes.
We can't forget that.
We'll see if they go for the long Rico play, or if they'll opt to not do that and just get the standard 7 and go to Pianta or something. Derp, first one on the board, clicking off 20 Bianca Blues, is now going to go back towards the other end of Bianca and go for the Turbo Nozzle.
Yeah. Turbo Nozzle just gives more immediate value, so just having 2 golds clicked just feels nicer. But as
Add
you
on to the pressure.
Yeah. I think Pinkish is getting 50 here, 50 yellow coins, since there's no reason for Rico 100s. No Rico 100s.
Yeah, I think 50 in Rico 1's fine, while you pick up some blues.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the faster 50s, but I've grown to dislike 50 from 2 more and more. Yeah, I used to be a big fan of like 150 as well, just because I don't know, it just worked better with the Fina Shines. You don't kill your progress as badly as with 50, or like your shine count rather. But I don't know, 50 I'm not that huge on as the goal anymore. But in Rico it's very difficult to not have get the temptation of I can just collect these coins while I collect the blues. How am I not supposed to get 50 here?
Yeah. Pinkish thus far has picked up 5 M's from Rico, setting her up to a grand total of 7. Derp now joining in Rico.
Yep, has 5 M's right now as well. Yeah. Yeah, we just see blue coins and yellow coins. Not a surprise on this.
Yeah,
except maybe like 50 from 2, you would combine this with like one of these specific hundreds goals, like 100 Gelado. Maybe even Pinner, as like Gelado Pinner, that kind of deal. But this is definitely fine. It was not. It didn't set her back or behind that far. Also, Derp is getting a ton of blue coins, like this one. Is not the most necessary one to get, but Sure.
Derp going for kind of focusing on blues now, seeing the value and the totals and other blue goals on this card. While Pinkish picked up a number of them alongside her 50 total. Now finishing up her third boss.
One tiny thing to think about is that Pinkish also got a life with the 50.
Yes.
Would that come in handy later? Maybe. Would it though? Probably not, actually.
it would have had had she also picked up the one up in the box next to the blue shine right on the wall, but I don't think she picked that one up. So.
Oh, true.
Ultimately, just a one up and not two, but
yeah,
I think not focusing on lives is also fine.
Yeah, I guess there are like a few that you can snag, like this one right next to the blue shine. It's definitely doesn't cost you.
Pinkish getting the banana out of the tree. Looks like she might want to go back to Serena now after finishing up her third boss, which she is delay clicking.
Ooh, that's interesting. Actually, no, it's not. You saw a turbo nozzle. You didn't see no turbo nozzle click, so Derp couldn't do. I guess Derp could still do like a boss play, but I don't think.
Very nice Serena whenever as well from Pinkish again, hitting that first try. Going to be moving on to Serena 2. Derp is doing the 9M Rico play, which means, granted, they pick up all three in Delfino. They can just pick up the last one in Gelato for 17.
Yeah, and already almost has 45 totals. Sees the three bosses click and might not even finish out the shine now. Probably grabs that blue, or attempts to grab this blue. I don't think it will work.
A little short? No. Very well done from Derp.
Yeah. We'll finish out the shine anyway. Honestly, I don't even think this should be a priority. Just like 17Ms can be in danger, but the fact that it wasn't clicked yet might mean that it isn't contested yet. Or isn't contested as much by Pinkish.
Yeah. Also, three bosses. Usually, I mean, it's not uniques, but I feel like this kind of implies Manta. There may be a possibility that was, PD2, but I think Derp feels okay with just not super rushing the M's right now because they should be that heavily tested, or at least at the equal progress. Ooh, Pinkish not getting the top hitbox of the stew there and diving right through it. It's unfortunate. That was the weirdest grab I've seen on Blooper.
Blooper is kind of a stupid boss in my opinion. Especially Rico 5. I hate Rico 5. I have to say this like every time now, because it's just a terrible Rico shine for whatever reason.
Yeah, Sunshine could have had a longer dev cycle and not reuse all the bosses as possible, but
yeah, I just lose like 3 seconds without like really knowing exactly why, and that's why I hate it. But that basically means like I hate everything in this game because I just magically lose time.
Derp finishing up Rico 1, still continuing on the blue coin adventure. Pinkish taking it nice and safe on Serena 2 and finishing it out.
But it's safe to sorry, you already died once, so you don't want to die again.
Yeah. About the same amount of shine progress, however, Derp has almost plus 30 blues on Pinkish. And is about to finish out 45.
Yeah.
There's the click.
Trading into M's into Gelato, I assume, from Derpspace right now.
Because Derp only has four shines, so wouldn't have minded an underbell, but I mean 15 shines from Delfino with blue trades is on the card, so it's not a big deal. Just have to make sure you remember you traded in 40 at a later point in the game.
I think 40 is a high enough amount that you will remember it, unlike 10. Like when you trade in 10 really early in the game, you might forget it. I'm not speaking out of experience, by the way.
So,
actually thinking about it.
At 14. Yes. No. Yes. 9 from Rico, 4 from Delfino, and 1 from 4 from Bianco, 1 from Delfino, now 2 from Delfino, picking up the Pianta box M while opening Gelato.
Yeah, no, at this point it would have been better just to grab the 2 ones and then unlock Gelato anyway. That was, I guess the intent is something I respect, but
Yep. Pinkish now in Gelato as well, starting to work on her Gelato 15, so Derp might be a little sad here.
Would it be a Gelato 50 or a Gelato hundreds?
Starting on the hundreds. Gelato 100s. I actually don't know if Pink knows how to do Gelato 100, so this is going to be pretty exciting to see. We'll probably lose out to 15 Gelato Blues if Derp just straight rush that and ignores the 100 here.
Yeah, I forgot that 15 Gelato is the goal.
Also, could just be getting 50 yellows for 50 from 2, so that is possible.
Derp doesn't have any interest in yellow coins. Just opts for blue coins. We'll get to an early 60 totals. So with
Pink is just getting ping-ponged right now.
Yeah, that is quite a sad sight to see the Cataquack manifesto.
Yeah, and the red Cataquack dealing damage to you, which is just rude.
The blue Cataquack can also technically damage you, which is kind of weird.
Because normally
yeah, bluebirds are very nice and butterflies as well. They don't damage you, so they're not rude at all and not totally shitty. Also, fish blue coins in Gelato, my personal favorite.
Yeah, they're just annoying because they like to go out of bounds. So
no, they can just lose you 15 seconds easily.
Derpspace picking up 16th M and now working on birds during the Gelato 15. Pinkish clicking off her 50 yellow coins from 2 levels.
Okay, so only 50. That's relieving because that's not the hundreds in Gelato.
However,
I guess hundreds. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Sorry, she's currently behind on the 15, so if she's going for that, then she's going to be sad instead of Derp.
Yeah. But I wanted to say that the hundreds in Gelato wouldn't even have been that bad for Pinkish, just because when you look at the card, you don't even see a lot of like shine count related goals. You see like a bit of pinner, but that's kind of late, and
pinner and like a Noki goal.
Yeah, and 1 Noki goal.
Derpspace is going to run out of water here.
Yeah, it's definitely okay. It's definitely impossible. I guess you can get the blue coin with a Beyblade anyway, and you don't need water for a Beyblade. I think. Probably not.
I think you need water to do the hover spin.
Yeah, no, really?
I think you do.
I want to test this out now. If I disappear for a second, I'm muting myself to spam spray.
Well, while Larby does that, Pinkish has finished one of the hiddens. Currently picking up some blues. Derpspace still working on the Gelato 15. I believe they entered with 46 blues, so plus 15. We'll add them to 61.
Okay. I'm running out. I have ran out of water. My tank is empty, and I'm trying Beyblades, and they actually do not work. Maybe it's only a practice code thing, but I can't do a Beyblade. So you need water for this, but you don't need to spray, because you can also perform a Beyblade when, for instance, holding a fruit or holding a barrel or anything else. Interesting. This game is stupid.
Both players working on the blender blue coin currently. Pinkish almost threw her coconut in the water, but luckily there's little posts on the side of the ramp, so...
Yeah.
I believe Derp should be... one more blue?
Oh, yeah. Maybe 2 more.
I think they entered with 46, and they've traded in 40, so that would be put them at 21 now. So that should be a lot of 15 right there with that blue. Unless
Yeah,
I just miscounted.
Maybe they miscounted as well. How many does Pinkish have?
Pinkish should have around 8 or so now. She's done most of the beach blues.
I would have thought 12.
Derp with the 16.
Yeah. Noticed and clicked it. Now Pinkish is kind of sad.
Yeah, that's kind of rough. But she is ahead, at least to hiddens, so...
Exactly.
Yeah, Derp actually only 7 coins short of 70 total. 31 minutes into the match, so...
Yeah, blue coin's kind of strong on this card. Still doesn't have 17 limbs, needs 1 more. And who's first to pinner? Because there's also 16 in pinner. Also important. But okay, if Derp gets into pinner first and goes for the 16,
Pinkish?
Derp can get into pinner, interestingly. And Pinkish is having a time in Jada 1.
Okay. Derp should be the first one to pinna, unless Pink wants to trade in right now and like rush pinna.
Yeah. Derp can be very greedy, just get 1 just like trade in and then get the M with the pinner unlock.
Derp thinking about Pianta and decided no, I want to go back to Gelato. This is what I talk about. I think getting a little bit baited by the 4 from Gelato, 100 in Gelato, the hiddens, right? It just like you see them and you're like, that's not that many. Plus there's 4, 5, 6 on the card. And it definitely one of those things in bingo that's hard to leverage when something is definitely technically better, right? The blues are by far better. They're not even technically better. They're just better because they offer more goals on the card. Just because, you know, you have those 2 hiddens right there in Gelato that cost all of like 5 minutes, if that. You feel like obligated to do them.
I guess the reason for Derp to like set up for possible hints Gelato is that what info does Derp have over Pinkish? 3 bosses, 50 from 2. Not like that doesn't tell a lot actually, and so Derp doesn't really know what play is safe, what are you supposed to do right now, and getting 1 more Gelato Shine is probably just safer in general.
Nice GWKH from Derp.
Yeah.
Also, I mean, that was just 1 more shine, so it gets them up to 10, so he can do the honey skip. With final M. There's the 17 M graffiti's.
Didn't get movie skip, but will be first into pinner, getting 16 pinner blue coins, and Pinkish is finishing out 4 from Gelato.
hopefully a Gelato 200s. I do. Pinkish does run 120, so she does know her hundreds. To an extent.
Yeah, I'll say, you don't know Gelato 200s? I don't think you know any hundreds in Gelato. There are just like a plentitude of coins that are very, very easy to get.
It looks like instead of the hundreds here, Pinkish is going to be going straight for Gelato 2.
Yeah. The only reason I don't feel too happy about this is that like Gelato 2 doesn't provide anything. There's not even like 16 in Noki where you can counter it with 5 from Gelato.
Yeah, there's actually nothing in Gelato. Like there's not even reds on the card. You've already exhausted your 2 hiddens here, so the only really major value left is just 4 from Gelato, which you could have paired with the hundreds, but I also understand hundreds suck, and Gelato hundreds suck even more, so
honestly,
anything to avoid it.
I think honestly like Gelato hundreds might be like only like less than a minute faster than Gelato 2, and second mirror is just terrible anyway.
Yeah. But Derp first to Pinna, gonna be winning the 16 blues and 70 totals, while Pinkish finishing out her 4 from Gelato. Derp definitely at the current point in the game is in a much stronger position just because they have focused on the blues more heavily.
Yeah, they have focused on the blues pretty heavily. 35 minutes in almost 70 totals is definitely not a tiny amount, but the card just provided that and like Derp at basically every goal that's Bluecoin related. So Bull, after the 16 pinner, assuming they win 15 in the Fino as well, will be 8 goals already. Like we can like mentally check 2 more goals for Derp, and they have a lead in shine count. So gold bots might be Derps as well, and then it's kind of unclear. Like only having 9 golds for yourself. And
how did Pinkish win this?
It's definitely not over. Like Derpspace's win condition is also not clear in my opinion, just because. But they have a lot of options. Like
let's see, Derp gets Pinify from the back hoverless, Pinna blues, 15 shines from Delfino, Lily Pad, and probably both gold birds. So that's 5 goals right there, and they currently have 6. So Pinkish would definitely need to like work on 2 from 7 right now, and probably start like considering a little bit of Pianta progress. Maybe Pinna hundreds, right? Because it's rough. Because like Derp just has so much access right now, and she's not contesting Pinna, so.
Yeah, Pinkish just kind of has to, I wouldn't say rely, but needs to delay a little bit, because in case Derp is going for 4 from Gelato, that will just be a time loss. Like as we mentioned, 4 from Gelato doesn't provide anything except for hiddens, and 4 hiddens is kind of awkward on this card, I would even say.
Yeah, so she also needs to win all the hidden goals on this card, but I don't think Derp doesn't particularly care about it too much. There's the 16 Pinna blues click, so Pinkish now even has less of a reason to be clicking off 4 from Gelato for at least a little bit.
Yeah. Derp has 80 totals and technically doesn't need to collect any more blue coins, except we might see like 18 sooner if Pinkish ignores this and Derp just makes all this sooner progress or something. But that would be odd, I think.
Yeah. Pinkish having a little bit of a rough entry here back into the Sarna 2 secret. Picking up the lamp coin that she opted to skip the first time around. So should have 9 in Serena right now.
Not relevant for 18 yet, because that blue coin is in basically every episode that you can enter the hotel in.
Pinkish opting to skip the life grinding for right now. I'm gonna go straight for the hidden.
That's definitely a mecha from Derpspace.
Derp shooting the rocket just a little too early. Mecha still had vulnerability.
Yeah, Pinkish also not having the easiest time in 3-2. I saw a jump input that got cancelled by the sandrock, and that was kind of scary, but that's not hoverless 3-2, so a 3-2 reds, so it's always fine.
Derp with the backflip cancel there into Pinna.
Saves, I think, half a second.
For those unaware, you cannot hover after doing a backflip by holding R all the way down and then pressing A. However, you have a very few frames to switch to the hover nozzle to cancel the backflip. Pinkish there. Double-clicking off 4 from Gelato and 1 hidden in Serena, putting her up to 4 goals to Derp's 7.
And it's opting to open up Pinna as well, but she knows that she's behind in Pinna, most likely, assuming Derp would finish out the shine at the very least. But since Pinna also has 2 more goals, I think continuing with Pinna is definitely a fine play. Even 3 more goals, if you consider the hundreds in Pinna, that can be done much more easily in episode 5 onwards.
We'll see if Derp opts to stay for Pinna 5 from the back cover list, or if he just leaves. Doesn't know too much from Pinkish, other than they've done Gelato and Serena, and probably a little bit of Bianco and Rico. So that hidden in Serena goal cementing Derp to know that the 3 bosses were indeed PD, Manta, and Blooper.
I think Pinkish now has been kind of transparent with the clicks. Like, as you mentioned, a bunch of Gelato progress, a bunch of Serena progress, and that's like already like 10 minutes, maybe even more revealed of what you've done in the game.
Yeah. It is potential that Derp, I mean, she scares Derp out of wanting to do Gelato hundreds for any reason, just because the 4 from Gelato click, but no hundreds click, so that might be, trying to push off that information, though she has actually not done Gelato hundreds, but I don't think Derp is even whatsoever concerned with hundreds for the rest of this match. Maybe we'll do Bianca hundreds at the end if they really need just that last goal to get something to win, but Derp being able to win all of the blue goals, most, if not all of the Pinna goals, and then Delfino plus Noki is just, it's a lot on this card.
Definitely a lot. And only if only Pinkish was able to steal away 17 M's or steal away just maybe 15 in Gelato, skipping doing Swinger 2. I think they did Swinger 2 after Rico 1, right?
Yes.
Yeah, if only she could have had some she would have done 17 M's or got to 1 or 2 levels a bit earlier. Then it's kind of maybe 6-5, maybe even 6-5 for either of them, and not as clear who's in a favorable spot or not. We kind of know that Pinkish is ahead to all the hidden goals. I guess 2 from 7 as well, and 18 in Serena, and I guess 20 lives, but not with the Serena 2 done already. But it's what else? It's kind of tougher, while Derp has just much easier options once they get all the pinner golds.
Yeah, definitely hard to play this card without contesting blues. I think you have to at least contest some of them. You don't have to contest all of them, but at least 2. I think at a minimum you need to be contesting if you don't want to really do blues, because there's so much value out of blues on this card.
Yeah, I guess technically you don't need to do any blues on this card, but as we see, Derp gets 7 golds out of this, so you kind of have to win like 13 out of 18 golds, and that means that you can only drop 5 golds, right? Shocking fact. And then it's much more difficult to actually just win like these 13 out of 18.
Yep. Derp had an adventure with the turtles, scam turtles, now going on to pin 5 from the back of the list. Well, Pinkish going back for pin 2 reds. This will be her 4th hidden.
And 3rd secret.
We'll see where she goes from there. Derp going for maybe pin 100 instead of pin 5 from the back of her list right now. That's also perfectly fine.
Yeah, pin 100s right now is better in the sense that
on the tree.
Pin 5 is better, and pin 100s is better in that sense that spray's really tough.
Derp spam sprays, and then has pink, which means the platforms go up, which means the coins will spawn way the heck up there when the platforms despawn, which means they'll be raining down on you, and then they'll also be despawning as they're raining down on you. So that's like 15 coins Derp just threw up in the air.
It's definitely
3 of them. Okay, got lucky. Some of the coins didn't want to despawn.
Yeah, it's really weird when the coins will like despawn or not, but it's definitely much more tougher. Maybe might even need to go into the park to finish the action. Probably not, but like maybe the park it would be more consistently faster now with like so many coins missed.
It should be fine. I think there's enough extra to. I think you.
Oh
there's
my
like
god, though.
Derp stop spam spraying, please.
Oh my god. At least.
Okay, at least these ones don't move. So.
Yeah. So like you just lose a bit of time, but like it's not too bad.
The entire point of getting on Yoshi for pin of 500s, by the way, is to eat.
Oh my god! Don't get these coins.
Running away from you. Dude, that's like 20 coins he just did not pick up.
15.
Was it 3 stews? I thought there was 4, but
3. Yeah, one of them survived. Oh my god! Just stop spending. Okay.
Eat it? Okay.
Yeah. The reason you get Yoshi and pin 100s is not to eat the stews. Actually, that's probably like part reason. But the way you want to do it is when you are having no stews in front of you, you spam spray, and during the coin collection, you just walk and spray. Walking is faster on Yoshi than it is on Mario. Plus, you can spray and be like turn faster and just cover more areas.
Derp should have enough extra on the beach, but he has to like find them now. I mean, there's also sunflower coins, so
yeah.
So I think there's like 130 something on the beach, or maybe like even 140 if you count like the sunflowers and all the stews. But
yeah, and like and Derp wasted enough time that Pinkish got like 2 shines. So that's like I don't know. It was a ton of time to spend.
A minute 20 plus like a minute 30. That was like almost I think it was probably over a 3-minute in 100s.
Most likely. And now Derp can lose a pinner goal.
Yeah.
Realistically.
Because Pinkish can do lily pad after this. That is if she again does not enter the park for pin 5 from the back of the list, but both players getting kind of scammed out of the turtles. Pinkish went a little bit better than Derps because Derp spent some time bonking off the turtles and trying to set them up again, but
yeah.
Yeah, but that was a good video reason of why you don't spam spray when there are stews in front of you when you're on Yoshi. I think Derp got pretty fortunate with some of the coins just not wanting to despawn. I'm not sure really how those mechanics work with the stews because some coins despawn and some coins don't. So,
and I think this might almost be enough where even if Pinkish goes into Pinner 5, she might win Lily Pad, but I think Derp will safe warp to get to Delphina, which probably is better.
yeah, Pinkish re-entering, so...
I do wonder if safe warping is better than exit area, because an exit area is faster than just a shine get. But a safe warp is much also better than a shine get.
So Pinkish gonna be pretty sad here. Short on this goal by about a minute, maybe a little bit more, but...
Yeah. Noticed instantly, and...
Yep, Derp save warping, Pinkish exit area, so... Derp technically ahead now.
Yeah.
Also with these bonks, so that's not
these bonks definitely didn't help. It would have been very close, but Derp is going that direction. Wants to unlock Serena, but I think Pinkish might want to unlock Serena as well, and has... Pinkish needs to just not go unlock Serena.
Derp unlocking it, very proud.
I am not
Pinkish.
proud because
I normally have a huge proponent of opening Serena, but Pinkish definitely should not afford to take the time.
Neither should have, in my opinion.
Derp doesn't know where Pinkish is, so you can maybe guess that the 4 hidden was Vinci Reds, but yeah, Derp, the nice fast beach clip. Pinkish trying to do the fruit can clip, which is a little bit more finicky. Have to hold a pretty specific angle with your camera.
Yeah, you have to like go as an angle where you just like barely are able to walk.
Almost like fully perpendicular to the spot.
That lily pad is...
Oh, she jumped into the sewers. You hate to see it.
Yeah, but wouldn't have mattered because Derp's lily pad was good enough.
Didn't take a death.
Was probably even maybe a pretty solid lily pad. I didn't really see it. I was too focused on Pinkish trying the clip.
Pinkish seeing the click and dying because she did not continue to jump. So pretty unfortunate. Making it a 10-5 game for Derp. Derp just needing to pick up 3 goals now. Is ahead to Noki. Is ahead to
15
time.
And nothing else really. Still needs to get the gold bot.
Yes. So Pinkish is not completely out of it, but she would have to make a ton of 50-50s. Like a ton.
Yeah, and
she's currently working on Bianco 100. So getting robbed out of the 3 coins there on that pokey. Getting the 3 there. So yeah, she needs to make a lot of 50-50s, hold a lot of clicks, like the perfect amount of time.
Yeah, it's basically just luck for her to win at this point. And honestly, not honestly, but like this means that her playoff run just relies on luck right now. Being down 1 game, and then
match point for Derp. So
yeah, although Derp is focusing 15 in Delphina, which I guess you would want a gold bid for.
Yes, I think I would have technically done Goldbird first in this scenario, but I think it's fine doing like Goldbird into Noki. But I think it's fine doing Delphina Shines now.
Yeah, this is kind of a sad game for Pinkish. I think the early game plan, just like not contesting 17 M's or just like
Really, any of the goals for that matter.
yeah, just like any of these goals, just set her back, and then it's just a really difficult position to play out. And clearly, it wasn't enough for her. It technically isn't over, but it's as mentioned, very difficult for her to win, and it definitely relies on Derp messing up, not even with decisions, but also with gameplay, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Swimming would have been better for that Goldbird than this circuit. That banana clip for Goldbird is, I think, only like 3 seconds faster.
Also, you have to like shoot down the Goldbird from like under the water, which is kind of a pain. So
yeah.
Yeah, buddy, I think you should have just taken the water.
Yeah, this is probably even worse than the Pin 100s. In terms of like how much time is lost for no reason.
Eventually he'll get it, or they'll get it, my bad. Meanwhile, Pinkish strolling along, Bianca hundreds.
So I feel like Derp has done 3 Delfinos while Pinkish has done Bianca hundreds. 3 Delfinos, I think takes like 2 minutes. Bianca hundreds takes like almost 3, actually probably more with the shine select and everything. So that's something.
They're finally finishing out Goldbird.
Yeah, needs to go into that level that's called Noki to finish out both Goldbirds, and it probably would be much better to do so than 15 in Delfino. Especially because they got
I think they could potentially like steal that, right? Like if he does Goldbird right now and then trades in and then goes in Nogi, she could just steal that goal from Derp, but nope.
Oh, is this 5 hiddens?
Yep. For Bianca 3 reds, which she still needs to do Bianca 3, so
I feel like at that point you just have to rely on Derp not going for hiddens anymore.
yeah, definitely you need to push off hiddens as long as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Also, all the blue goals on this card definitely show that Derp has maybe done a hidden, 2 at max, I would say, with Gelato.
Mm-hmm. But I guess Derp has like 4 open plus Goldbird. It's definitely something to consider. Like with Bianco, because of 20 in Bianco, Pinna, because of Pinna 5 and Lily Pad and Pinna 100s, 2 in Gelato, and then Goldbird that's like 5, and all of them are open, so you kind of have to also secure 5s, but it's just really tough.
Yeah, I mean, I can also understand just wanting to click something and you feel like, 2 shines away, I can do this, so. Or even just setting up for it, but it's kind of hard to set up for things when you're down by so much. You're finishing up the 15 shines from Delfino, now getting into Noki. I just knocked over my plate. To finish out both Goldbirds, Pinkish, going back to Serena. Going to be working on that Serena 18. My pizza was good. Thank you for asking. It was the spicy pizza, the delicioso pizza.
I know it wasn't. Or was it?
It was not.
A week, I think. Maybe not week, but like.
Much better Goldberg on this try.
Yeah, I think Pinkish is in episode 3.
And 3 right now. You cannot do 18 and 3.
Yeah, the maximum you can get in episode 3 is 16, but that requires Yoshi, which she has.
She does have Yoshi, so not the end of the world, but yeah, she can't
Yeah.
get all of them here, unfortunately.
That's... It would have been really interesting to see like Suna 16 instead, just because of the possibility of doing it in episode 3.
Derp committing to probably 2 from 7 at this point, I would say.
And Derp has many win cons, I think. Actually, not that many. 5 hints is kind of difficult. 18 Sunas.
Yeah, you have to surrender. I mean, you could do lives, I guess. Just like resets. It'd be
maybe
slow.
100 gelato because of also lives. But maybe Pinkish is still delaying 100 gelato with the 4th gelato delay.
Oh yes, worth noting, Pinkish not playing her classic pink. She's playing purple this game, so.
Oh, true. I never noticed that.
I believe Derp has 2 from
Gelato, Pinna, Bianco.
Has 1 from Rico.
Wait, Pinna, Gelato, Noki now.
Bianco and Delfino.
Yeah, that's also like 1 Rico Shine and
2 Pianta Shines, and that'd be 2 from 7.
yeah, 2 Pianta Shines also work towards Pianta Shalmaro, so that's very convenient as well.
Pinkish got some blues, and now he's just going to grab the shine and probably re-enter.
Unfortunately, not contesting anything that Derp wants, so maybe I wouldn't say playing for score, but probably not knowing what else to do right now. Enters Bianca again for lives.
Bianca 3. Reds.
She didn't get it yet?
No, she just did Bianca and then went into Serena.
Oh, yeah, okay, because she would have.
Bianca 3 and then did Serena. Yeah.
Makes sense.
I would have liked Derp to do Rico 2 prior to Pianta, but it doesn't really matter at this point.
I think Pianta is better, just because it also sets up for Pianta Star Mario better than doing Rico first.
That is true, but if you're right, say in a world where Pinkish is contesting 2 from 7 and Derp is like leaving Pianta, enters Rico, all right, and then she clicks it. That's like you have to like travel all the way back.
Yeah, but if Pinkish like clicks it earlier, then you can just stay in Pianta. And if you do Rico into Pianta and she clicks it, then you have just less Pianta progress as well. Because you probably are not done with Pianta 2 yet if you first
I guess
do
it's a 50-50 either way, right? You can value the progress first or the other progress. No, pick up the 1-up.
Conveniently avoids it.
Unfortunate. 5 hidden for Pinkish. Yes. I am 99% certain Derp has not done Rico 2.
Yeah, Derp hasn't done Rico 2.
So. Would need to bail after Pianta. Or, could just do Pianta 3 through 7 if they really wanted to. You have the options.
I think Pianta 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, and then finishing at 2 from 7 would, maybe 2 from 7, maybe even like doing lives then could be just a better finish, like better in quote unquote, in terms of like safer and everything, but I don't think
you wouldn't even have to do Pianta Shadomari. You could do the Pianta 5 life grinding at that point.
Yep. True.
Pinkish now going back to Gelato, doing Gelato 300s.
Mm.
We'll see if Derp here commits to staying in Pianto, or we'll just make the call to do 2 from 7.
Seems like 2 from 7.
Yep.
Yeah.
At this point, Pinkish would need to hope Derp dies and game's over in even though they have 6 lives. Or their game crashes at this point.
I think for a random game crash, you would probably award the win to Derpspace anyway. Because like a rematch would be unfair, because without the crash, Derp would have definitely won.
Yeah. Unless Derp really dies like 7 times in a row in Rico too.
Yeah, and Derp is blooperless, so there's not even a risk of dying, because the man kicks you out and stuff, kills you. Only Piantism kills you for losing.
Yep, the only risk is just losing the race.
Mm.
No.
I guess the way you can die in Rico 2 is just the outside water.
Like failing blooperless entry?
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess that could also be a kill.
Yeah.
A death to take, but Derp finishing up the race, Shine a spawned, and with that,
Lost time
over.
We lost time to blooper. I have to mention that in Turbo's place.
A 13-7 victory. Derp winning the round 1 of playoffs for their Division 3 match. 2-0. We'll be moving on to play Wild Jeff next week.
Ooh, kind of an interesting match. Wild Jeff Hefe, however you want to pronounce it.
See if we can get our competitors in for an interview before we get ready for our next match coming up in 23 minutes, which will be Mr. Jeff Compass versus Yarnal Mike in Connect 5. Well, welcome, Derp. Congratulations on your victory. GG's on the match, Pinkish.
Hello, GG.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was a pretty blue-can heavy card, I would say. Derp, I think got semi-totals like 35 minutes in, which is definitely not that late. Yeah.
What did you think about blue card, Pinkish? Because you were like super going for them, while Derp like almost just outright rushed blues for like the first 40 minutes of the match.
Wait, can you repeat? I couldn't hear the first.
What did you think about blue coins on this card?
I didn't think they were that strong, but I mean, apparently they were. I don't know. I guess I just keep making the wrong decisions when playing bingo.
I believe Derp got 6 goals and then 7 if you count 15 shines from Delfino with blue trades just off blues on this card, which is half.
Well, yeah, I was also going for Gelato blues, and then he snapped
Yeah.
out whenever I was close. And then I was also gonna go for Pinna blues, and then he clicked it. They clicked it, and I honestly don't know how they are so fast. I don't know how Derp is so fast.
I play a lot.
I got outsped, out bingoed, out everything. I felt
like I played really good.
Yeah, I felt like I
I
played pretty well this match too. I didn't really like have any dumb deaths or anything like that. I thought my movement was pretty
I don't think
good.
I died a single time.
I will say I think the main reason that cost you like 15 in Gelato was just like the Srina setup, like doing Srina 2 as well. Three bosses of course makes sense why you would do Srina 1. But then I think just like a Delfino shine into Gelato would have definitely made the 15 in Gelato race closer, or would have put you in favor of this.
Because I think Pinkish was at like 12 blues when Derp clicked 15, despite having 16.
I had 16 when I clicked.
Mm.
I didn't realize that was. There was a few hiccups, like messing up some routes, but otherwise, that I feel like I played very clean.
The only thing that just comes to mind, Dob, don't spam spray in pinner hundreds when like you are on Yoshi.
I know. I just.
You did this twice. I just have to mention that. Okay.
Also, it is worth noting that the underwater clip for Goldbird is not faster. So
Really? Yeah, I did it very slowly. So.
Okay. I think with the banana clip, it's like 5 seconds at most. So the fact that
Yeah.
like all around there,
That was really slow.
Yeah.
That
Plus,
was like
you're
one of
not
the
being able.
hiccups.
Yeah. I don't know. This match, unfortunately, like doesn't have too much to be talked about because just blues were so oppressive, and then like winning 13 out of 18 goals basically is just so difficult to play out.
Yeah.
So like
I got
collected
bullied.
Yeah, a play that we could have thought of was like when you do 3 bosses, you get like the M's in Bianco and Rico to make like progress towards 17 M's. And like during the match, if you like got one of these goals, it would have been like 5-6 instead, which is much more comfortable than 4-7, for instance. And yeah, as mentioned, it's just a very rough position to play out on, or to play out.
there's also a small chance, Pinkish, that you could have actually done Goldbird in Delfino, traded in 30, and then get to Nogi before Derp did it, because Derp's Goldbird was not what I would call fast, and it was also primarily focusing on Delfino shines. So you definitely had the opportunity to get to Noki, but I don't know if you saw that play or not.
Nope. I'm bad at bingo. I don't think you guys have noticed that.
I would say this, like also with yesterday, definitely not your best showing, but towards the end of the season especially, you look very promising, and just like having misreads on like both cards, like yesterday and today, just is pretty sad to see. But to Derp's credit, Derp played very solidly, so not the absolute worst showing ever. That is
You've come a long way in terms of bingo play. I think you're getting a lot better and still have a lot of room to improve.
Oh, for sure.
There's
always room to improve.
But yeah,
I mean, I made it to playoffs, so I'm happy about that. I don't care.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
First time.
I mean, also like now I have to play Hefe and then Urbani if I win that, so that's gonna be kind of fun.
Yes.
Good luck.
That's not gonna be an easy match. That's for sure.
Derpspace taking the round 1 match against Pinkish, or at least the round 1 set, 2-0. Now moves on to play a Wild Hefe in round 2 of the Division 3 bracket. You looking forward to that, or are you?
I think I'm gonna get destroyed.
Yeah,
and then there's Urbani right after that, who's gonna speed bully me. So it's if I win, it's definitely. I think it's more of a either I'm more consistent than some of them, or I just play out of my mind. If I want to win those, I mean, there's a small chance, but like, not much.
Thankfully, in bingo, anything can happen. So
yeah, I think you are significantly faster than Hefe, and even though Hefe is, generally speaking, a much better router, pretty probably the best router in the 3A, if I just had to throw it out there. And the issue with playing someone significantly faster is like they can always just have a good route as well, and then you're kind of screwed because then your good routing just won't matter as much. But we'll see. You kind of decide to have his fate possibly, and it will be very interesting to watch.
Yeah.
And
GG's Pinkish. Thank you for your participation in this
That was
season.
a fun match.
Of course
You,
it was. You won. It's always fun to win.
it is.
Okay.
Sometimes
GG,
it's
well
not.
played.
I did feel like I bullied quite a bit.
You
Uh,
did, which reported people leave.
Also, quick question. You mentioned that you were happy with your run, Pinkish. Like, about the season in general, like, how do you feel? Did you think that you improved significantly?
Yeah.
Do you think...
Yeah, I know for sure. I feel like, I mean, considering this is the first league I joined and the fact that I made it to playoffs is good enough for me. And I won more matches than I was expecting to. I literally thought I was gonna go 0 everything loss. Like I was gonna lose every single match. Especially because like I knew that even before the league, when I would scrim Falair, she would win every match. And surprisingly, I won my match against her. I think it was once. I don't know if we played twice. But I did, and I was like, okay, that was surprising. And then I don't know. I just kept winning from there. And then I lost twice, but that's fine. We don't talk about that. But yeah, no, I mean, considering the fact that I joined this league for the first time and I made it to playoffs, I'm pretty happy about that. And even then, even if I lost today, I thought my movement today was pretty well, so or pretty good in general. So not mad about that. So
I think one of the only ways you could have countered my route, though, is that you just kind of rushed Pinna and got there before me and sniped me
Yeah.
to like all the pinnacles. Otherwise, like there wasn't much.
There was a lily pad race at that point.
Really?
It was pretty close until the fruit stand clip didn't go quite as well for Pinkish. So
I don't know what the heck was going on there. Like
You should learn
Yoshi just did not want to clip.
You should learn beach clip. It's very useful.
No, I'm okay.
Also,
That's scary.
clip.
or tomato clip, whatever clip it is. But yeah. Thank you for joining Pinkish. 6-5. It's pretty respectable. That's a winning record in Division 3B.
Better than me.
Coming up next in about 10 minutes, as mentioned earlier, we have a Division 1 playoffs round 1 match. We will be having You're on the Mic versus Jeff Compass in Connect 5.
Ooh,
So,
I hate that format. But
please stay tuned for that.
Very interesting match